Look, man. Ah, man. I don't even really know what to say right now. This was not supposed to even happen, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This is straight off the dome. I wanted to live stream this mainly because I don't even really want to figure out all of my thoughts and just completely think everything through. Because for the most part, I've already been considering what I'm about to say in the first place. I have literally already been considering what I'm going to be saying in the first place. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to go ahead and like up the stream, subscribe. If you guys enjoy this content, a lot more on the way. But that Doc Rivers pack has got to be in the air. Ben Simmons as well. Yeah, Wilson is right. This is the Doc Rivers effect. And honestly, man, it's happened too much. Like, I am so happy for Trae Young because Trae Young is he's honestly proven everybody wrong about him. But Ben Simmons, we got to talk about Ben Simmons. We gotta talk about Ben Simmons. He gotta go. He's definitely gotta go. That is the number one thing. Ben Simmons has definitely gotta go. Let's look up his stats. We can pull up his stats right now. As a matter of fact, let me pull it up on my phone real quick, just to show you guys what this man did tonight. Ben Simmons, a whopping 5 points, 8 rebounds, and 13 assists. Sound amazing. He only took 4 shots. He only took 4 shots, y'all. And during this series, I gotta say, because so many people scapegoated Brett Brown. Now, Brett Brown is a bad coach and was a bad coach, but Doc Rivers is not that much better, to where Doc is good during the regular season, but every single year, it's the same thing. He folds. It's the same thing. Every single season, he folds. And for so long, people, yo, this is facts. Kuz and Ben Simmons going crazy next year in Shanghai and wherever they're going to play. Technically, he is a point guard, but he should not be a point guard. Like, I've been saying it, so many people have been saying it. Ben Simmons is a freaking power forward, bruh. He has to be held. I would consider doing the same thing Milwaukee did with Giannis against Brooklyn the last 2 games. Play that man at center. But you guys have Joel Embiid, so you guys can't do that. But Ben Simmons as your point guard is never going to work. In late games, they're going to foul him. How are you hacking a point guard? That's not how that works. And Joel Embiid was injured, but that didn't really matter because he was still really, really dominant. And Tobias Harris was really, really good. And so was Seth Curry. Seth Curry was really good during this playoff run. And last game, Tyrese Maxey as well. And for everybody coming in, yes, we are on that Sixer Doc Rivers Ben Simmons pack. And it's time to break up this duo of Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. It's ran its course. If there's anybody in the comment section that has any reasonable reason as to why Ben Simmons should stay on this team, let me know. Like, Tyrese Maxey was so much better last game. And now you guys are paying him like $25 million a year. Like, yo, Ty. All right, so Ty is saying Ben Simmons is a big man. We ain't calling Jokic a point guard. Exactly. That's what I've been saying. But even with that, I would trust Jokic more as my point guard. Yo, shouts out to my boy for subbing. I would trust the Joker more as a point guard because if they foul him in those late game situations, he's knocking on his free throws, or at least he's shooting a reasonable percentage. Ben Simmons shot 30% from the free throw line this series, y'all. Nigga, that's worse than Shaq. That is legitimately worse than Shaquille O'Neal. And they got that man running the freaking offense. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm not even a Philly fan. I like every team. because I love basketball, but I feel sorry for all the Philly fans. Like, Philly has one of the strongest fan bases out there. And no, Ben Simmons does not have superstar potential. We got to cut it out. He don't got that. He doesn't. I could argue that, well, it's kind of obvious. Trae Young has superstar potential. Like, Trae Young has that and is like 6'1" and just drop this dude off. There is no excuse. So once again, if you guys are a Philly fan and you guys want Ben Simmons on your team, give me a reason why in the chat below, because him and Doc Rivers, for me, it's up. Now, Doc is a little bit different. They just hired him, but realistically, Doc Rivers has like the most blown leads in NBA history, something wild like that. I know for a fact that he has like the most 3-1 leads blown as far as a coach goes, and I know that as far as like deficits, he's blown 20-point leads like notoriously. So yeah, imagine if they did get James Harden. Obviously that's a clear upgrade, and James Harden probably doesn't get injured in that scenario. So I mean, yeah, clearly that is a better trade. And yeah, even his quote-unquote rookie season in 2017, I was one of the people who thought Donovan Mitchell should have won it. And people kept on saying, hey, yo, shouts out to 202 Sports Podcast for subbing. So many people were on this wave of Ben Simmons is a fresh prince. He's the next Bron. He's clearly not that. Mitchell was better in 2017 and still is. We're going to start talking about this because Ben Simmons is the least improved player in the NBA, which is wild to me. I get that he's now a defensive player of the year candidate, but let's be honest, man. Ben Simmons has always been like wildly athletic. Now he's just giving effort. His offensive game has arguably gotten worse. This shit has gotten worse. This man said Ben dedicated his points to Kevin Garnett. That's tough. So Tyrell said, why do you think that he hasn't improved? Laziness, like a school. I think it's laziness because I see Ben Simmons working out with all the clutch sports players and all of that stuff, but you cannot be like putting in that much work and your shot gets worse. Like, his free throw percentage has gone down. It's gone down. I've never understood it to this point. It's like he might as well start shooting with his other hand. Or maybe it's like a confidence. I don't know. But it's so bad. Like, people make fun of Giannis missing his shots, but at least he takes those shots. Ben don't even take those shots, which is fine. But the free throws, at least work on that, buddy. Like, at least shouts out to T. Higgins, the GOAT, for subbing. Yo, I am in the chat. I'm going to be here for like 15 more minutes. I really want to know, what is y'all's argument for Ben Simmons? Like, at this point, he's done more for like FaZe than he's done more for like Philly, bruh, which is nuts to me. If Ben Simmons could hit his free throws, he'd be way better. That is a fact. Like, and that's kind of why for the longest, like, Philly fans hated me because I always said that Ben Simmons wasn't that guy, and they all said, well, yes, he's a fresh prince. He's next LeBron. All that nonsense, bro. Like, let me see if like I can find that pick. Where that pick at? I don't know. Like, it's right here. It's right here. You know what Bron was saying. Look at this guy right here. Look at this guy right here. Do I have any trade destinations for him? For Ben Simmons, Portland is interesting if they play him at power forward or something. That is very interesting. And Philly benefits with CJ McCollum. A player like that, Portland probably is the best scenario where both teams get something that they low-key need. Another team for Ben Simmons. Let's see. I don't even know because like his trade value has gone down so much. Like it's gone down so much to where I don't even know. Predictions for the Eastern Conference Finals. Well, let's be honest, man. Milwaukee's gonna pack up Atlanta, but if Atlanta beats them, I'm gonna be so happy because once again, Trae Young has been going crazy. Like, he's been going crazy. Simmons has a worst contract in the NBA. In a few years, it's gonna be like that. In a few years, it's gonna be up there with like the Wiggins contract. I'm not gonna blame the Kardashians because Book is having his best season yet, so we not gonna be doing that, bruh. Shouts out to Jaden Thompson for subbing. Let me know y'all's thoughts on Doc Rivers and Ben Simmons not being good at their jobs. Ben Simmons, great defender. Great defender. As a point guard, I need more. Like, I need a lot more. Shooting 30% from the free throw line as a quote-unquote point guard or as a lead ball handler in general was just insane to me. Anybody who's not like Rudy Gobert to where all you do is protect the rim, if you're shooting 30% at the free throw line multiple years in, you trash, bro. Like, you trash. And like Dwight Howard tried to defend him a few days ago saying that the fans don't play in the league, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Shouts out to my boy for subbing. But yeah, like, I'm pretty sure that I can find random ass fans at like the YMCA who could shoot better than 30% at the free throw line. I'm sure that I can find that, bro. But that is wild. Is BI better than Ben Simmons? It depends on the team. It definitely depends on the team. If you want a guy who can be your number one, I would probably take BI. But Ben Simmons is probably the overall better player, which it's just a complicated situation. Like Ben Simmons, I would take him for like the regular season, but in the playoffs, give me anybody else. Anybody else. Hey yo, let me see if I can handle this right here. I'm not sure if there are any mods in the stream. Let me handle that real quick, man. But yeah, back to Doc Rivers though. Doc Rivers has folded so much. Clippers fans are watching this, laughing they ass off, bruh. Because this is what Doc Rivers has always done. Like, Doc Rivers did this. All right, how many teams has he kind of like done nothing with? The Clippers obviously wasted Chris Paul's prime. Clippers underachieved. They're playing so much better with Tyronn Lue, which is why I made that video a few weeks ago, which now looks very, very bad. But at that point, it was true. And Orlando, they had a chance at Tim Duncan. He messed that up as well. So, yeah, shouts out to everybody joining the stream, subbing, and liking it up, man. I'm going through the chat. Which team should Ben Simmons get sent to? Because I know Darren Moore is making moves. I know he's making moves. This not on Doc? How is this not on Doc? This got to be on Doc. Because at the end of the day, maybe not this game specifically, but to lose a game to the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks should not have came this far. I'm going to be honest. They should have lost to the freaking Knicks. Them coming this far and dropping you off is nuts. Because like, who else can I blame? Shouts out to my boy KMP for subbing. Yo, Knicks fans are saying don't send them here. Don't send Ben Simmons. Yo, the G League. Yo, yeah, like, I think Portland is the only team that really makes sense for both teams. To where Philly gets CJ, Portland gets Ben Simmons. Both teams low-key win. Now, Dame probably lose a little bit, but they do get some defense there. So that's not the worst thing. Like, who would you rather have, Ben Simmons shoot a free throw or Shaq? Well, numbers don't lie. So Shaq shot 50%, I think. Ben Simmons came out here shooting 30. So give me Diesel, bruh. Give me Diesel. I don't know. Shouts out to everybody joining the chat, man. Where are we sending Ben Simmons to? Boys saying Shanghai. Where else? Send him home to grade school. Y'all going in on Ben Simmons, bro. But like, in all reality, Ben Simmons ain't the worst player, but in case you guys are just joining, he is the least improved player in the entire league. Since he came into the league, he's improved the least, which to me is nuts because at one point they were calling him the next Braun, giving him the Fresh Prince tag, which is crazy. That is wild. Like, that is like, Clutch Sports really try to market that. They saying send him back home to Australia. That's crazy. But yeah, like, yes, now his defense is being recognized, but I'm telling you, it did not improve that much from his rookie season. He just tries more now. He's always been really athletic. His free throw has gone down. He's averaging about the same points. People were on Wiggins' ass. People don't get on Ben Simmons because he's an all-star. But he is not improved at all. He's already stagnating like 5 years in. Like, already stagnating, which is wild to me. So, it's like, what is Ben Simmons' potential? I think Ben Simmons can be, like, well, he's probably going to be in the Hall of Fame, like Rodman or like Pippen, to where they're just great defensive players. But this man has no offensive game at all. None at all. Rondo over Ben Simmons. Well, all time, of course. Shouts out to everybody subbing. Shouts out to Hunter Plays. Do not send that man to the Timberwolves. Do not send him to Houston. Don't send that man to, well, the Thunder, low-key? Thunder fans. How y'all feel about Ben though? He's basically Sean Livingston. That's actually a fair comp, to be honest. Sean still had a better offensive game though. But yeah, basically all the Thunder fans not rolling with it. Y'all should have seen that out of y'all, dude, yo, what's buddy's name? Frank's 4556. Y'all should have saw that out of LSU. Dude, at LSU, Ben Simmons was not winning shit at LSU. Low-key was over the season way before it even ended, bruh. Y'all should have known that he was not going to be putting in work like that. They calling this man an all-star liability. They are getting on Ben Simmons. But yeah, like, I think Ben Simmons, see, Thunder fans don't want this trade, but the Thunder and Portland do make the most sense, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying. I think that makes the most sense. As far as Doc Rivers goes, low-key, I'm not sure if Doc Rivers is going to get another head coaching gig. I just do not see it. He's a very overrated coach. Like, let's go back to, like, Boston. Super team. That was a super team. Definitely. They have 5 Hall of Famers on that team. 1 championship. Clippers had their opportunities. I don't care. They had their opportunities. They blew 3-1 leads left and right. Wasted primes. Orlando Magic missed opportunity there as well. And the Clippers, obviously, last year, them dudes had no heart. No heart at all. Yo, shouts out to, I cannot even see his name. Shout out to my boy Smug. I really appreciate that, man. But yeah, like, the Clippers were a whole debacle, bro. All right, not so long ago, there was an argument for Ben Simmons over Donovan Mitchell for Rookie of the Year. You're right. Smug Slacker, you are right. You were right, bro. You are right. People were like, Ben Simmons should not have won that then, because Mitchell was better in every aspect, but y'all gave it to, like, Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons wasn't better then, and he's definitely not better now. Definitely not better now at all. So I just want yo, Ben Simmons is not going to the Bulls. That just can't happen. Like, nah. But the Thunder and Portland to me make a lot of sense. But yeah, just going back to Doc Rivers, we talked about all of his failures on every single team. The Clippers having no heart last season, to where this year with Tyronn Lue, PG is playing good. They are in the Western Conference Finals like they should have been last year. Everything is going right on all the teams that he leaves. But the teams that he joins, it's like he never makes the right adjustments at the right time. For majority of the year, he said that Ben don't even got to worry about the shooting. For majority of this season, Doc Rivers, because I think that they asked him early on, what about Ben Simmons late game? Doc said that it's nothing to worry about until 2 games ago. Then he started benching Ben Simmons whenever there was 3 minutes left. Bad look. Least improved player. They have not held this man accountable. And that's why he is just the same player. They've never held Ben Simmons accountable. Before, I always thought that they should trade him or Joel. And I used to say Joel because he's always hurt. Not anymore. Joel can be made of glass. I don't care. You keep him. Ben gotta go, but Ben has no value now. His value is, bro, the trend is going down. Is going down. Ben Simmons to the Wizards, Westbrook to Philadelphia. I think that's counterproductive. Like, it's a little counterproductive, but I guess both teams get something. Washington gets a young player. Philly gets a somebody who has a higher chance of making free throws. Like, and the rebounding kind of stays the same, but the defense gets worse. So I don't even know about that. But Ben Simmons for Mark Sanchez. Yo, negative value. That's very close to what he has. I would say that at the beginning of the season, whenever the James Harden stuff was like going on, Ben Simmons could have got you like 2.5, 3 first round picks. Now I think he gets you one, but with some protections on it as well. Like, he was really bad. Like, let's scroll through some of these memes, man. He was really bad. He was really, really bad, and I just don't get it. Like, Tobias Harris was horrible last postseason. This year he was great. Seth Curry was great. Hell, Tyrese Maxey last game was great. It's just him. He is the one constant to where he just stays the same. So we've talked about him going to Portland, him going to Washington, him going to the Thunder. All those teams make sense to me. The Timberwolves, dude, that don't even make sense, bro. That don't even make sense. But the Thunder have so many draft picks so where they can just take that risk. Because imagine Ben Simmons imagine if they played Ben Simmons at like center or something. Play Ben Simmons, he's 6'10" or 7 foot, whatever. Play him at center with Shea. They draft somebody like a Cade or Jalen Green. That's a scary team. That's a really scary team. Like, that's all I'm saying. I'm sorry, Thunder fans, but that's a scary team to me. Now, one question that I have is, does Doc Rivers get another coaching job, another head coaching job if he gets fired? I don't think he's going to be getting one as easy. Like, with the Atlanta Hawks, I made a video last year saying that the Hawks are going to be so much better once they fire Lloyd Pierce because he has no experience. Doc Rivers has experience, but it's always been underachieving with so much talent. So I don't see him getting somebody else's opportunity. Like, I would rather hire Mike D'Antoni, to be real with you. But that's just what I think. This man pulled up. Game 7 dropped like 5 points, bruh. 5 freaking points. He's afraid to shoot the basketball, and when he does, he clanks it. Yeah, this is Ben Simmons, y'all. Just passing the rock. He ain't taking no shots. He ain't taking no shots. And I have yeah, but like, all right, so now Portland seems like the best option. Trade for CJ. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, both teams low-key benefit in that scenario. Both teams, Philly gets a shooter. CJ McCollum to me is one of the most underrated players in the league, but it's not working out in Portland. Portland is running it back, which is the definition of insanity. They get something new. Philly gets something that they need, which is basically building around Joel Embiid and getting a bunch of scores and a bunch of shooters around him and retaining Seth. They got to keep Seth. But other than that, man, you cannot be playing Ben Simmons at point guard. I'm about to wrap up this stream. We talk about a lot of things, but the biggest thing is that Ben Simmons gotta go. He gotta go somewhere else. And I think that Daryl Morey he is a guy, because I live in Houston. He makes changes. He don't mess around. He's never just sitting around holding the bag. He makes those changes. Shouts out to my boy Montana Clayman for going ahead and subbing to the channel. If you guys are brand new, like up the stream, and subscribe. More videos coming, man. If you guys rock with these post-game reactions, let me know. But pack it up, man. I know changes are like coming to Philly. I'm sure Shaq is on his ass right now on TNT. Changes are coming. Joel Embiid is the only one safe. Tobias Harris, low key, played pretty freaking good. I'm not gonna lie. But at this point, there's just no way that next season we see Ben Simmons pulling up Philly in the season opener. I just do not see it. But regardless, guys, thanks for coming through for the light stream. If you guys enjoyed this stream, like it up. A lot more videos on the way, a lot more bangers on the way. And tomorrow, I believe, let's see. One last thing. What games do we have tomorrow? Let's peep. Oh, we got none tomorrow. But on Tuesday, we got the Clippers and Suns. And that's when I'm going to be back. This was a shameful loss. Atlanta was not supposed to make it out of the first freaking round. Ben Simmons is not a top 10 point. Ben Simmons is not a top 8 point guard. That's how I'm gonna wrap this thing up. But other than that, y'all, I'll see y'all boys in the next one. Philly fans, have a therapy session in the comments.